Time now for the Peter Channel Late Night News, and it's late Tuesday night, 26th of July, 2016. I am Peter Wiggins. Good evening, everybody, and now your Late Night News and Odds at 11:15 p.m. Top story is Philadelphia. Hillary Clinton on Tuesday became the first woman to be nominated for president by a major political party on a historic night, during which her campaign also sought to induce her to skeptical voters and calm continuing tensions here. Saint Etienne de Revoir, France's two attackers beckoning Islamic State, included one on a watch list, stormed the village church in northern France during mass on Tuesday, taking hostages and slit in the throat of an 85-year-old priest. Philadelphia, after having only a small presence last week at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, several hundred demonstrators aligning themselves on the Black Lives Matter movement hit the streets here on Tuesday to raise U.S. Representative Alan Grayson accused of domestic abuse. Crime scene tapes blocks the entrance of the home where multiple bodies have been found on Tuesday in Gilbert, Arizona, as sheriff's officials say multiple dead bodies have been found inside a home in an unincorporated area of Gilbert, east of Phoenix. 25 years ago, the Wayland native began Michelle Obama's emotional Monday night speech at the Democratic National Convention was an 8th grader visiting in Washington with her Clayford Hill Elementary School classmates. Sao Paulo, the Brazilian mother-in-law of billionaire Formula One chief executive Bernie Ecclestone, was kidnapped and fighting in the country's largest city. An Australian teenager who had become the face of a juvenile detention scandal has apologized for his crimes. Images of Dylan Vaux were cuffed to a mechanical restraint chair through their words, but the combination was aired on Australian television. Erbil Kurdistan region, in a meeting with the political figures and government officials from Nianbay province, and Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Abadi has promised that Mosul will be governed in the decentralized system once the Islamic State has been. Wilderness homes disrupt firefighting. As majority some 20,000 people forced from their homes are at warfare near Santa Clarita, California, that exploded during the weekend, when they were told. During a convention marked by rapid dissent, protests, and walkouts, there was one thing Tuesday on which Bernie Sanders supports Clinton supporters could agree: Black Lives Matter. There are some things in the politics that are legend, whether they're true or not. The former Mayor Montgomery and Howard Dean's emphasized that, yeah. Deladan, who was charged with tampering the government records for using fake IDs and offering to buy, Felix issued a meeting with the Planned Parenthood officials as the last changes against dismissed them on Tuesday. As television maker Vizio Incorporated prepared to go public late last year, fears about the China's coming turned stock market sour. Bank of Japan Governor Haruko Kuroda has never been one to be swayed by market expectation, but this week investors are leaving them very little room to maneuver. In the last few years, DNA analysts have allowed researchers to redraw the tree of life in incredible detail, but there's always been a question mark in the base of the tree. 2 trains for future missions on Mars. NASA sent in a deep group of scientists, engineers, and astronauts for the bottom of the ocean. Traces of manganese found in rocks on Mars could be indicators that it was auctioned on the red planet. Alzheimer's disease aftermath standard knows possibly cause undue stress for those who don't have the disease but are told that they do in details for the treatment for others. 2 new studies reveal. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration today approved safety labeling changes to the class of antibiotics called fluoroquinolones to enhance warnings about their association with the disabling and potentially permanent side effects and to limit the use. The Food and Drug Administration, under pressure from Democrats in Congress, sought their official registration on Tuesday of its policy limiting blood donations from gay and bisexual men. Alright, take a look at some local news. Atterbury there. At the blue line is skating toward the goal. Contractors for New England Sports Village Phase 1, the $17 million hockey facility taking shape off Crump's way, are pushing hard for summer heat to create a cool fall on the ice for area hockey players. Players expect to be one of the 3 rinks in a 1,070 square foot building in October. Developer David Boucher sent an update on the Spawn 5 phase partly funded project. When complete, it will occupy more than 130 acres and cost upward of $53 million while providing space for 18 different youth sports along with the activities like music and dance. While the steel frame and roof of the hockey building are not complete, things are moving fast, he said. However, the city's water supply is due to again this summer, and indication water restrictions might be looming. Alright. Boston. Governor Charlie Baker's pushing back against Democratic Attorney General Maura Haley's crackdown on copycat assault weapons. In a letter on Tuesday, the Republican governor has asked Haley to clarify what he called ambiguities in an enforcement notice that she sent out last week on a warning against the state on the sale of weapons. Haley said the state violates the 1998 state assault weapons ban. Peter Channel News time is now 11:19 on this late Tuesday night, and it is time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's study up in the MBT where the ferries they are looking good on the subway system. Red Line Braintree Branch experienced minor delays on Tuesday due to some earlier weekend track work. And on the commuter rail, it is looking good. Looking at the highways and byways. Where? Starting off down in New York City, where FDR Drive on both ends, it is slow from Midtown Manhattan all the way at the Lower Manhattan. Line Expressway is slow from Brooklyn all the way to Midtown Manhattan. Lincoln Tunnel on the westbound side is backed up from Midtown Manhattan. 95 on the northbound side is slow on the George Washington Bridge and in the Bronx. And 95 on the northbound side, also the Bronx. Belt Parkway on the westbound side, also after 678 at the JFK in the Queens. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, westbound side, also the Brooklyn stretch. Out in Connecticut, Route 8 on the northbound side at 8 and 25, also the Bridgeport stretch. 95 on the southbound side, also the Bridgeport stretch. Merritt Parkway on the southbound side is backed up for the Sanford Greenwich stretch. Merritt Parkway on the northbound side, also on the Norwalk stretch. 91 on the southbound side is backed up on the New Haven stretch. I-84 on the westbound side, also after Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. I-84 eastbound side, also around 691 east to Waterbury, Connecticut. Route 9 on both ends, also have Route 91 in Middletown. And 91 on the southbound side is back to the Northampton stretch, Mass Pack, and the eastbound side. Also after 291 in Springfield, Mass Pack, interchange around I-91 in Chicopee, a little slow. 95 on the northbound side is back to around 5 minute stretch. 93 on the northbound side is backed up from Mass Pack to Boston all the way up to Route 16 in Medford. 120 on the northbound side also at Beverly stretch. Up in Route 3 on the northbound side is backed up from Kingsborough all the way up to the National New Hampshire. 485 on the northbound side is also around Route 2 in Westford. Spotted turnback on both ends also around Rochester, New Hampshire, and main turnback on the northbound side is backed up around the Gray stretch. 295 on the southbound side also before the Falmouth Spur, and 295 on the southbound side is backed up around the Brunswick stretch up in Maine. And I-87, 89, and 91 of Watts. How is the byways of Northern New England are looking good? New York State 3 eastbound side is backed up between 890 and I-87, Schenectady, Albany stretch. 8 in the eastbound side will show Schenectady stretch. And 190 in the southbound side also down downtown Buffalo. Out in Pennsylvania, 376 on the westbound side is backed up from Monroeville to Pittsburgh. How is the byways of Philadelphia looking good? Down in New Jersey, turnback northbound side is backed up at Cherry Hill. Garden State Parkway also after Atlantic City. 95 at Subco around the Bel Air stretch. 95 on the southbound side also down around Baltimore. Baltimore Harbor Tunnel on the southbound side is backed up. 395 northbound side also at Washington Capitol Building. And 50 on the eastbound side, it is backed up from 97 all the way after the Annapolis Bay Bridge. Peter Channel do some 11:22 on this late Tuesday night, and it is time now for a weather report. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this for tonight. Most coast color about 62 degrees. Northwest about 5 miles an hour. For Wednesday, says covered 91 degrees. Cobweb covered. Southwest about 5 miles an hour after Wednesday night. Most coast cover about 64 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour for Thursday. Mostly sunny and hot. About 95 degrees. Cobweb covered. Southwest about 6 miles an hour after Thursday night. Chance showers and thunderstorms mainly after 2 a.m. Most coast color about 69 degrees. And southwest about 2 to 5 miles an hour. Chance ratio 30%. Friday, chance showers and thunderstorms before 7 a.m. and chance showers between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Then chance showers and thunderstorms after 9 a.m. Most gusts got about 85 degrees. Chance ratio is 50%. Friday night, showers are likely to possibly a thunderstorm before midnight. Then chance showers, clouds got about 66 degrees. Chance ratio 6%. For Saturday, chance showers before noon. Otherwise, parts of the most gusts got about 81, about 65 degrees. Chance ratio 30%. Sunday, chance showers, parts of the most gusts got about 82, about 63 degrees. Chance ratio 30%. Monday, chance showers, parts of the most gusts got about 82, about 63 degrees. And chance ratio 30%. And for Tuesday, most gusts got about 84 degrees. Currently, in Norton here, it is a few clouds, and it is 75 degrees. And at Taunton, it's 68 with humidity at 69% at Norton. And in Taunton, at 87 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Late Night News. And it's late tonight, July 26th, 2016. I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.